on day 142 of the 5 a.m. squat club. Now, some people see Friday as an opportunity to relax and unwind and chill out for the weekend, but not here. I want to make progress every day. If you take days off, take the weekends off, you're doing this with your progress. Let's go this way together. So we've got a 5-step program to ensure that happens every day. Looks like this. We get up early, carve out the time to make progress in our goals. We do not press snooze. We drink water only. We prime our minds by choosing our first thoughts of the day. We prime our body. We get intensity to clear our heads. And then we do our work. We assign an hour every day to make progress towards our goals. Join us. Let's do it together. Step 1, let's choose our first thoughts of the day. So what that's going to look like, if you need, grab yourself a weight. Because what we're going to do, we're going to put our feet underneath our hips, and we're just going to sit down in what we call our paleo squat or paleo chair. If you feel like you're going to fall backwards, just hold on to that weight. And what I want to do is I want to choose my first thoughts so I'm not chasing around defaults. I am responsible. If I'm going to be successful, if I'm going to fail, nobody's going to do it for me, right? That's on me. I need to see that my life is my choices and not somebody else's. I will make time between stimulus and response so that the people that are getting a response from me are getting a calculated one and not a reactive one. I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. That's the whole point of what we do here. If I get in some reps every day, be it with my fitness, be it with my mental health, be it with my progress towards my goals, those steps add up to eventually the goal that you're aiming for, as opposed to focusing only on the big goal, which will lead to burnout and just the feeling of overwhelm looking at that big goal. So progress over perfection, 1 step every day, 1% better all the time. And then last is I choose gratitude. If I don't choose gratitude, I don't see that progress. I don't see the small little steps because I'm looking for some fantastic big picture. But if I recognize that there is positive in everything, I can see those steps, and that keeps the motivation towards the big goal. So I'm responsible. I will make time between stimulus and response. I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. And I choose gratitude. And now once we've chosen our first thoughts, time to get moving. Okay. So we're going to get warmed up here. We'll say good morning, Jason, first. And let's start our burpees off. How are you feeling this morning? I am very quaddy right now. My legs are very sore. But we're here, we're doing it. So we're gonna go 20 burpees to start. What you're looking at is put yourself all the way down on the ground and then get yourself up, and then we'll celebrate because we're able to do so, and that's fantastic. So we'll get another 19 here just to get the blood flowing first thing. Good morning, Jody. How are you feeling? These might be a little bit slower than normal, but that's okay. That's the point. Get that blood flowing. Get the legs warmed up. There's 3. Let's get 20, team. Started up here this morning. 4. I was struggling going down the stairs yesterday as my legs were very sore. But this should help, as we're not going to get any squatting or anything here. Get some blood flow into the legs. Should feel nice. Let's say 8. Not counting is hard. 9. 10. How's that audio, by the way? No buzz this morning. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15, 16, another 4, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, blood's starting to flow a little bit. How are you guys doing? Give me a little feedback here on how we feel. Well, we set up our warm-up. All right, so we're gonna get into this here. We'll go 2 rounds through, what are there, 5 movements there. The 5 are knee raises to get the hip flexor warmed up, although I feel that fully in the quad right now. We get some good mornings, where you put a rod through the hip, shove the hips back, hinge around the hip. We'll get some lunges. Oh man. Ooh, we are sore. Then a few burpees. And then some squats. Go through 2 rounds there. Feel free to hop on a machine or something if you've got it. And you don't, if you prefer that, no worries. We'll obviously do any specific warm-up we need for our 2 movements today, which are gonna be pull-ups and double unders. I'm doing double unders with air quotes since I don't have a skipping rope and I don't, well, maybe I could skip in here, but I think that'd be pretty noisy, pretty awkward. So I'm gonna do a version of that. And I guess we can talk about our topic, which relatively simple today. You've got the option, you know, leading into the weekend, today's Friday, oh, man, to, you know, shut it down and take the weekend off and enjoy yourself, whatever you want to call it. And I don't see anything wrong with, you know, if you work a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, which does not appeal to me at all, then, you know, enjoy your weekend. But what I'm saying is maintain this rhythm, maintain the routine, get up, move your body, do your hour of most important work, and then go and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Don't sacrifice your progress and your momentum so that you can, I don't know what people do on the weekends. Every day is pretty similar here. So, whatever that is, you know, go and have your fun, but not at the expense of everything that you're trying to get done, right? Go have fun, but ensure that you do your work first. It's just like what we say every day for during the week. No reason to change it. You know, you've got goals. It's easiest to reach those goals when you bite off a daily chunk and achieve it every day. Simple enough to do. No point in taking the weekends off. Friday, Saturday, or Sunday are all days that end in day still. They're opportunities for progress. Might as well take them and then go enjoy the rest of it. So, obviously we're gonna keep working hard every day to make sure that we maintain that rhythm, maintain that progress, keep her going. Jason says, feel good and stiff. Yeah, I don't know if those are 2 separate things, good and stiff, or like good and stiff. I'm feeling good and stiff, mostly in the legs, which is good because we've got 95 push-ups today after our workout. So that should be nice. Should be nice. Okay, a couple air squats here, and then we'll do a little bit of specific prep. Woo. These things are just so sore right now. Come on, legs. You can do it. Wow. Getting the blood flow into there is burning them. All right, team, let's talk about our movements here. Got a screen for that. Okay. So 2 movements as usual, although I guess yesterday was 3. We got pull-ups and double unders. So let's talk pull-ups here first. Dog, just don't get in trouble. Okay. So we'll get your pull-up bar set up if you're in the same world as me and you need to hang it up. Okay. Actually, let's warm this up a little bit more. So for the pull-ups, you can't see me there. Let's just warm up the hang a little bit. So if you don't have a pull-up bar, feel free to hang underneath a table. Obviously, you could go to a park, hang on a branch, hang on a monkey bar. And then kind of worst case, not worst case, but another option, something like a band over a door frame, and you can get down underneath it and get a pull there. And you could even turn that into basically a pull-up motion. So if you don't have a pull-up bar, that's a good option, or underneath a table. So what we'll do first here, whatever your hanging option is, let's just get into it. So get some weight into the hands, support yourself on the floor with your feet, and let's just move back and forth a little bit. Get a little bit of hang warm up. You can even bring the legs back behind you to let the chest fall through a little bit if your pull-up bar is low like this. You can always, if your pull-up bar is high and you're not able to do this, you can always elevate the floor by standing on, a stack of bumpers, books, a chair, whatever. Okay, and then for the pulling itself, warm-up options could just be, hey, use your legs, right? So bend the knees, use the legs to pull up a little bit, start warming up those pulling muscles. You could even get a little bit of a jump into it, and then, a controlled descent down. So get a few of those, either a jump in and then a controlled descent. Don't be too controlled on the descent if you're not feeling super warm yet. We don't want to overdo that. And then obviously if you have, for the actual workout, I'm considering going slightly lower reps and holding some weight, maybe between my knees or my ankles, a dumbbell or something like that. So feel free for that, or just do unassisted pull-ups or assisted pull-ups. So what we're looking for on that is that we're at a full hang, right? Weight is off the ground first before we pull, so that the shoulders are fully extended and loaded. And then chin fully over the bar is the goal, if you got it. If not, you can do that with a band, you can do that with a jump, or you can do that leg assisted. Movement number 2, we're gonna call double unders, but it's going to be, good morning, Yaroslav, he's back. So first thing we're gonna do is just warm up the calves a little bit. So I'm gonna just support myself on the wall here, just for balance. I'm just gonna rock, heel, toe, heel, toe. I'll get 10 reps there. Just starting to get a little blood flow into the calves, so that when we do decide to hop, I tend to get a little crampy in the ankles sometimes, so blood flow there is a good idea. And then just a little light bouncing. I'm keeping my forefoot or my toes on the floor right now. I'm not even actually jumping. It's just a faster calf raise. Oh, calves start to burn a little bit. So for the workout, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call it a jump and double tap. So I wanna get a little bit of the coordination of the double under. If you do have a skipping rope and you wanna do this, basically the idea is you jump once, the rope passes under you twice, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, so on and so forth. If you don't have that, but you've got a rope, you can just do single skips. And if you're like me and you don't have a rope, you can just hop. You can hop and tap to simulate a spinning rope. Or you can do what I'm gonna do, a jump and double tap. So it works your timing, coordination, and the jumping. I'm just gonna tap twice every hop. We're out of breath. So 2 movements, pull up, be it assisted, unassisted, weighted. I like the idea of making these challenging for today, lower reps, as opposed to going for kind of cardio, because the hops are gonna do that. So maybe 20, 30, maybe even 40 hops. We'll see kind of how that feels. We can always ramp them up as we go. Jody came up with a tagline. Up and at them with Coach Adam. I like it. Up and at them. There we go. That's better. I guess when you say the full word, it doesn't sound as good. All right, team, let me know. We got any questions about this morning? How are we feeling? This one pretty clear. Take another minute if you need. Set up any weights. I'll bring over this dumbbell, which I may try. I'm probably gonna go low rep on the pull-up, maybe 3, especially if I can add some weight to it. And then, as I was saying, quite a few on the jump double taps. If you haven't pressed the like button, let's do that first. There are 3 of you here. It says 4. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, join our free community on School for programming and questions about timing, all that kind of stuff. Join us. Link is in the bio description. Okay, team. So we got. Oh, I gotta change this. We're not going 20 minutes today. Going 10 on that. Strict pull-ups first. Jump double taps second, or double unders, I guess, if you're doing some version of that. Megan, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Jason says, good to go. Jody says, Meg, hey, girl. Hey, Jody. All right, Meg, are you working out right now? Or are you joining us, or are you finishing up? What are you saying? We've got some strict pull-ups, or weighted pull-ups if you want. Dubs. Okay. We are heading for it. My jump rope area is in a whole different area of the house. Gonna get some steps in on this too. There you go. I mean, you could always do the jump double taps as well, which are just as hard, if not harder to manage in the brain. But yeah, if you got a jump rope, I'd probably be doing that too. Megan says, just heading to the floor, going to try yours. Amazing, amazing. Did you do Macho Man yesterday? That was fun. My legs are sore. All right, team. It's time. It's time. Then benching. There you go. It's Friday. You got to bench on Friday. I'm gonna do 95 push-ups. So similar, right? Same. All right, team. Pull-ups first. Let's get it. 10 seconds. I'll probably do the first set without any extra weight, just as a warm-up. 3, 2, 1. Let's go for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. There's 6. Probably go for maybe 3s with the dumbbell. Jack that up. Okay, 1 down. That'll be the good upper body pump, and then the double unders will be cardio and probably calves too. Hopefully not too much quad. Not sure how much more quad I can handle. 10. It's probably gonna look pretty funny skipping rope without a rope, but hey, 3, 2, 1, go ahead.
It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they don't let me down. Just to wear the crown.
Those are fast. That's like 40, those are 50. Still pretty quick. Okay. Wow. 50 it is, I think. No, leave that. No shoes. No shoes, dog. All right, pull-ups, 3, 2, 1.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me.
That was probably too many. That's 5 with 20. See if I can maintain that. That'd be good. I'll take it. Or maybe I'll go 3 with the 30.
I swear to God they all let me down.
10 seconds. I'm gonna go 50. Maple, you're getting excited with those, aren't you? Yeah, it's jumping. 3, 2, 1, go ahead.
It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be
55, I think.
when everybody wants to
Shoot number 1.
I
think that was 55.
So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight.
That gets you going.
How you take a fucking swing.
10 seconds.
Are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs. Are you willing to go bleed? I swear
5,
to God, they all let me down.
3, 2, 1.
Off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve it now. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now.
Come on, man.
I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Woo. 4 again. Feels good. I take it. Also heading to the gym today. I think what I want to do though is get in some sprints. I feel like that's a need. That would be one of our opportunity works if we had space. 10 seconds, I think that's neglected a lot. Full on sprinting. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours. It takes
60.
power. Don't be fucking sour.
Thanks, dog.
Take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder.
15.
All the doubters, they're just your doubters.
Don't bite the shoes, leave them.
I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear
5.
the crown. I'm off
3, 2, 1.
It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Stop. Whoa. That was second last set of pull-ups. We'll try for 5 in the last set. What are you doing, Mabel? You see her there? You're a funny little dog. 20 seconds. 15. 10. 5. 3, 2, 1.
I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
At 65. The hardest part is like maintaining rhythm with the hands. All right, last round. 3, 2, 1. Whoop.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put
don't know.
towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own
Count that.
hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like
Call it
no
5.
one takes accountability. They want the credibility.
You got it, Jason. It's only worth it if you work for it.
Hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour.
Someday we'll get new music.
Shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're
But I like
prouder.
the
All the doubters,
I like the lyrics there.
downers.
All right, last set.
I swear to God they all let me down.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring.
That's
Yeah,
70.
we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart?
job.
Are you mean? Got some scars, got
Good
some
job.
needs. Are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown.
How was that, team? How do we feel? Take a minute, catch your breath. Great work. Way to start the Friday. My quads are still sore. Especially the right one. Probably not good. Oh, definitely feels better. Now that I'm warm, for sure. How'd those feel for you guys? Nice loosen up from yesterday, yeah. Yeah, to be honest, I programmed that one knowing that Thursday would be pretty rough, so kind of take it easy. Yaroslav, you still there? How was that? And what do you do for pull-ups? I don't know if you've got a pull-up bar. Jason says, then I had to do an EMOM of front squats and push press last night. Nice. Wonder if that made you more sore, if that made it easier. Megan says, pull-ups are my biggest weakness. We don't, you'll see on the screen there now, Megan, we don't call it weakness. We call it opportunity work, right? We've got our 10 general physical skills. We've got depending on how you want to define fitness, I like the 10 general physical skills, right? You've got all your skills up here, and then maybe there's one down here. That's just an opportunity to bring your overall fitness up by putting a little bit of attention into that opportunity area. There's just more room for growth. So any work on it, that's fantastic. That's good progress. So happy face. All right. So on that note, push-ups are the reason why I started this. The push-ups here is just because it's an opportunity for me, right? I saw this guy doing it, but at the same time, let me say that it's this guy here. But at the same time, like, there you go, 1,305 push-ups. But at the same time, push-ups are something that I needed some work on. So I figured, hey, this is a great opportunity to work on the push-up, and have a little bit of fun doing it. So this is our opportunity section. As I've been saying, we are going to switch this up as of next Monday. Also on that note, we will be starting at 5 a.m. as opposed to 4:45 starting next Monday. And yeah, get on the school group, because this is where where we'll chat about the programming. Currently, what we've got for opportunity work. Let me just get my sheet. Oh, that's the wrong website. Currently, I've got a handstand day, a single leg day, which will be balance, hops, squatting, a hang day. I'm wondering if we want to have a push-up day, have one of those be push-up, and then maybe one be, I don't know, I'm thinking like a heavy squat, but that's maybe being selfish. Let's say, Yaroslav, I don't have it. Usually do handstand, push-ups, or plank. Nice workout. Yeah, I wonder if we can maybe start looking into some sort of pull-up bar so that we can get that same stimulus. Megan says, oh, it's my opportunity to improve. Fantastic. Jody, I managed 6 banded strict pull-ups each round. Didn't we recently do chin-ups? Yeah. Each movement is a great hanging opportunity. Thoughtful programming, post-macho man. Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know if that's like sandbagging to do something like this, but I think there's still value in both of those movements, even if we're not kind of killing ourselves. Jason says, next week I'm in Edmonton. So it'll be in the comments. So you'll be, that'd be like, 3 a.m.? On the replay. Maybe you can convince Brad to join us on the replays. All right. So much blabbing. All right. This is our second last day of the push-up challenge, which I'm excited for and maybe a little sad that it's going to be ending, but that's okay. We will continue doing push-ups, just not so many every day. So if you're, let's go over this just because if you're watching the replay, we'll do that. Heavy squats are not going to be frowned upon in the 5 a.m. squat club. Yeah, that's definitely an opportunity area for me as well. All right, so push-ups, a couple things. Standard wise, what we're looking for is that every time you finish a push-up, you come back up to this nice straight arm lockout with the body in a straight line. Ideally, the body stays nice and straight the whole time, but then from there, the chest makes contact with the floor and then back up to that lockout. Ooh, need a little warm up on this. Yeah, I think my right shoulder is going to be happy when we take a break from this one. And so the idea here is that we're doing one more, I guess 5 more than yesterday. We were initially going up by 1, but now we're going up by 5 so we get this done, but you can still going up by 1. And the idea is you hold that position the whole time. You can do push-ups. You can shift side to side. We just want to avoid piking, and we want to avoid resting on the knees. If push-ups from the floor are not accessible, instead of going from the knees, I would suggest elevate your floor. Here's an option. Here's an example. Hands are up higher. That could be on a chair, it could be on a bench, it could be on a bed, and then just maintain that position with the elevated floor. Okay. Let's just open up the shoulders a little bit before we do this. Because you know I'm excited for 95 push-ups. Yesterday, that was like the whole workout. I feel like it took me 7 minutes. It was rough. Remember, I suck at counting, so excuse me if I screw that up. My knee meniscus injury has gotten so much stronger than pre-injury. That's awesome to hear, Jason. Okay, push-up team. Let's do this. Well, let's do it. I'm excited. I'm not procrastinating. I like it. I want to do it. Let's go. All right, lots and lots of push-ups, team. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go for it. It's gonna be a long day. Fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way, to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I see what I mean, and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, the red pill, no life short, so I live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact and I don't feel no shame. It's a mood you lack, I go crazy. Nah, I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, all the fuel got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said.
Wow, it's like halfway. Sheesh. Three. Six. I don't know if that's 49 or 59. Shit. I don't know. 52 or 62. Shit. I never miss that part. Taking big swings, show me the path. Put me in the ring, go out in a bag. Cause I sing what I'm in and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill. I know life's short, so I wanna live real. But how is it supposed to feel? They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as full hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. I'm gonna call this last one. Well, that was at least 85, probably 95. I'm not sure. I definitely understand why that guy's got his machine to count the reps. Good job, team. Jason, I am thankful for this channel. Keep it up, gang. Yeah, man, you guys are awesome. That's definitely sweatier than the first bit. Over 7 minutes of plank. Every day is a PR on that. 90 for me. That's good, Jason. You were 85 yesterday? Hell yeah, man. Let's do our chest stretch. So let's go the old arm up the wall and then turn away from it. Feel that stretch across the chest. How are your push-ups, Jody? Yaroslav, you still here, or did you head out to the gym? Megan, did you do some, what are these, push-ups? They're called there. Oh, that's a good pull. Ditto, Jason, me too. 90 for Jody as well. Amazing. Amazing. Do you guys have any, I know you said heavy squat, or I guess I said that and you confirmed it. Any other, do you guys have opportunity movements that you'd like to have in? And remember, this won't be forever, right? Maybe we do these ones for a month and then we switch it up. So I'd love some input if there's certain movements that you guys want a little bit of practice on, or you want some instruction on, right? It could be an opportunity to do a little bit of teaching. So think about any movement that you might want to get a little bit of emphasis on that will hit every week after our workout. And it can be higher intensity, lower intensity, it could be pure skill, whatever you want. So just let me know if there's a certain movement that maybe you'd want to put in there. Oh, Jody, 80 felt good. I will keep a routine. Meaning you'll keep doing push-ups, you think? Megan says, didn't get that much, but got some. Hey, same thing. Same thing, it's just progress. Right? Had you done none, you would make no progress. Some is always better than none. Jody says, no, lol, ditto. And I'm thankful for the 5 AM squat club. Yeah, you guys are wicked. Let's switch sides on that one if you haven't already. Megan, I'm curious about your situation. Do you coach classes at work as well? Or do you just kind of have a crew that you work out with there? You working out on your own? Is it just like a work gym? What does that situation look like? I think the rest of us are all in our wife's office or in our basements or whatever. I'm assuming you're in a different situation there with being at work. And also, what time do you start work? I think you said you coached Tabata the other day at 4:30. How many people you get showing up for something like that? Jason liked it. Yeah, did you guys all press the like button? I don't know how important that is for YouTube, but I guess it's all beneficial. It all helps. I think if YouTube thinks that you don't like it, then it probably does the opposite for sure. All right, how are we feeling with this stretch? Maybe we'll get out of there slowly. And let's talk about our most important work, team. So we can do our exercise and prime our bodies. And this is maybe even more applicable on the weekend in terms of making that progress, maintaining progress, keeping it going. Megan, what'd you say? So my 4:30 class is just a class I help instruct, working on getting the L1 to do some CrossFit classes. Cool. Start work at 8. I like it. So you're going to get your L1, is that the plan? What a cool course. It's crazy how my first, let's get a quad stretch. I know we didn't necessarily do a lot of squats there today, but let's give her an extra minute to loosen up the quads. I did my first L1, and I guess I haven't technically done more L1s, but we've hosted some at the gym, so I've seen a few more, or I guess quite a few more. I actually did a little internship with the seminar staff for a few sessions, and then that got shut down. Excuse me. But yeah, my first L1 was in 2011, and I remember, you know, I'd been doing CrossFit a little bit on my own leading up to that, but never in an affiliate, and never really with a crew, right? Like I just found it, and I had done some on my own for a year or so. And then I remember when I did the L1, first it was like pure fanboy, right? Like all of my CrossFit idols were there. Super cool to see them. And then, you know, working out at lunch, seeing them do it. That was my first time seeing, you know, like high level CrossFit in person. And I just remember it being such an aha moment that I would go home and just tell everybody, you need to do your L1, right? Like this thing is going to change your life. But then I remember hearing some people that would do their L1 that was like, yeah, it was pretty good. And I guess, you know, what it takes is being there at the right time in your journey. You know, if I would have done CrossFit at an affiliate for 5 years and learned all of the stuff, you know, that maybe you would have learned in the L1 and then gone and taking it, maybe it wouldn't have been as impactful. But I remember sitting there through that thing and just having so many aha moments. You know, it was just solidifying what I had read in the CrossFit journal about the theory of CrossFit. And for me, like that was, you know, I'm a CrossFit nerd, you know, a Greg Glassman disciple through and through that, you know, I can recite most of that L1 manual to you because I've just talked about it so many times over the years and I believe in it so deeply that like it's, you know, it's like the Bible. It was like that text that like, hey, like any conversation that I had to have with somebody that, you know, they needed some clarification on something they were not understanding. Like it was so clear in that book. You know, you're not going to argue with the 10 general physical skills. You're not going to argue with, you know, broad, general, inclusive, physical capacity. And it just made sense, right? I mean, we're going to talk about it a little bit tomorrow on Sandbag Saturday on like why bodybuild. Hopefully we'll ruffle some feathers tomorrow and maybe get some haters checking in and we can have a little discussion. But from that day forward, I don't know if I ever did a curl again, to be honest. You know, did a lot less bench pressing and a lot more squatting and deadlifting, and training has been different ever since. You know, I found CrossFit in like 2009, did my L1 in 2011. And it's been constantly varied functional movements executed high intensity ever since. And the more my life has become physical and demanding in that way, the more I recognize the benefit of this type of training. But I don't want to blab about that too much because tomorrow is all about that. Sevan always says, if you are unclear on anything, do 100 burpees and you will have clarity. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. You know, I've had little morning routines before. Nothing as, you know, rigid and organized as this, but one of the old ones I had before I had kids was I would get up and first thing out of bed would do 25 burpees. You know, not necessarily the same as 100. You're not going to get the same clarity, but like first thing, right? Like you're still stiff and get up and like hit the floor. I 100% believe in that too. I've been following Jason Khalipa a good deal on Instagram, and his first thing is 45 burpees. Just first thing to start the day. So, Jody, if what you're saying, I'm sure it's not, but if what you're saying is there's a fly flying around that camera, that's why you keep getting a little fuzz. But if what you're saying, excuse me, I don't know if you guys watch Adam Ray at all, but I wanted to do a mac and cheese portable before, but you probably don't watch that. So, yeah, if you want to make our first warm-up bit there 100 burpees instead of 20, you know, we could consider that. So if you can, on that note, if you can find somebody to drag in tomorrow morning for Sandbag Saturday, you know, maybe we could get Judy Reed. Anybody you know that, you know, maybe doesn't work on weekends, their schedule's a little bit easier and they really want to get up early, get a little uncomfortable with us, and talk about functional movement over bodybuilding. Yeah, I didn't. Jody says, oh, that's where the burpee intro came from. Kalipa is great. To be honest, if you want transparency on this, I was just feeling like, well, I guess two things. One is it's kind of a little bit boring first thing there if you're watching, but also my brain works better if I've got the blood flowing a little bit. So to be honest, it was just so I make a little bit more sense. And I have a little bit more, you know, kind of clarity on what I'm trying to say. Hopefully that's accurate and I'm not just getting less clear as I do those things. But yeah, that's really my idea, is just get the blood flowing a little bit first before I talk too much, because you're likely to get a better version there. Jody says, oh no, I am perfectly clear at 4:45, 20 is good. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, and we'll end up doing some challenges as well, that instead of a 10-minute EMOM, you know, maybe we'll do like an AMRAP. And I'm thinking about getting more AMRAPs in here as well, especially just to potentially jack up the intensity. So I'm open to anything. Once again, I'm also looking for suggestions on opportunity work. You can post them here in the comments, or even better, come join our free school group where we'll talk accountability, we'll talk programming. You know, if you've got coaching questions for movement and whatnot, we can do that there. And then obviously higher level stuff on the paid group. Okay, team, don't forget, November 11th, Job is doing 4,000 burpee pull-ups. What else we got? Like, subscribe, share. Yeah, find a person, find a buddy. Come join us tomorrow morning for Sandbag Saturday. We'll talk about what's the point of bodybuilding. I think I made a pretty cute thumbnail there with Rich Froning on it. So come join us tomorrow. Team, that is all. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And I will see you all tomorrow morning for Sandbag Saturday. Have a great day. Peace.